Hello, hello, hello. Water elements, welcome to Time with Tea. It's been a minute, but I'm here. Let's get your reading knocked out. If you hear a baby crying, that is my sweet G baby, Osiris. He will be 2 months tomorrow, and my daughter is breastfeeding, and he is feeling some type of way. Um, I guess she didn't eat enough pumpkin pie and orange juice. I don't know, but if you hear him, he's settling in to go to sleep. He's been up all day, which is kind of new. But let's get in it. Divine energy, divine source, divine truth. This is a reading for the water elements of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is a general reading. Show them what they need to know. All praises to the Most High, divine feminine, divine creator of all that is. Let's see. I will say that I've read for earth and I've read for air. And when I say they turned out to be related to their like intimate relationships, that's how it came out. And that's not my usual style. But I do what it's supposed with what they need to know. So let's see what y'all get. The moon to the high priestess. So there's some things that y'all don't see. And it is because you're supposed to be doing some shadow work. You're being called to the floor to do some shadow work so that some things can be revealed to you. And there are some endings afoot. It could be behaviors, it could be people, it could be thought processes, but there are some things that you're being called to let go of. And until you do, whatever you are wanting or whatever you're grasping for, it's like you're unable to see it come to fruition. You're unable to see it happen because you just want it without earning it, spiritually earning it, soulfully from your soul earning it. So whatever it is you want is set up, not that you're lowly, but it is set at a vibration or set up at a place that is out of reach for you, because at this point you would just harm it. You would sabotage it. So it is not yours. What else for water elements? Thank you. Oh, just one. Let me see what the one is. The Chariot. It's time for you to really dig in now. Things are moving, and they're moving quickly as far as decisions, etherically, spiritually being made. It's in that season now. And just so you know, like we are, if we go back before the new calendar, the Gregorian calendar, the time we're in now would be considered the end of the year still. Winter is a season of things dying, of things falling away, making room, for new soil. I mean, new roots, new foliage, things like that, and new beginnings. And so you're supposed to be releasing. You're supposed to be old self, all that old last year, new year, new me, all of that comes through and is supposed to begin to happen in the original new year, which begins in March and April. So we're kind of out of rhythm spiritually and energetically, because we celebrate and we set all of these goals in the middle of a dead season. So January is it's a part of the dead season. And so what you're supposed to be doing, and what this is saying, is this is meant for you to dig in, to do that. Okay, I'm not taking this into the new year. I'm changing these things about myself. That was the moon. This is the high priestess. And this is the death card. And then you have the chariot starting the next set of 3. So the high priestess is also very, very powerful. So this isn't going to ease up for you. Like, you're not about to feel relief. You have these moments to catch on, or it continues. So you're in a moment of waking. You need to awaken, and you need to do the shadow work. You need to dig in. The truth is the only way to it, like being real and honest and living in truth with yourself. That's the only way through it. That is the only way. The magician is here to the sun. It's what I just said. That's exactly what I just said. The chariot, taking action, moving quickly, digging in, doing the work, looking at what needs to be worked on. The chariot. And then you have my foolish self, the magician, which is you creating. Those are those things that you want. You want some things. And then the sun. And that's how you get to it. First, you have to take action. Literally. This is all centered around you. I'm going to get into the tarot, but so far, not highlighting anyone else, except you need to focus on you. Nothing outside of you matters right now. You, within you, there's something going on that you've lost sight, and it's time to get it back. And then your ability to create, your ability to manifest is restored. It's like, you're recharged. But you're carrying some things with this death card and this moon card. You're carrying so much that there's no way you can pull manifestation. There's no way you can pull creation through that energy. It's just too muddy. It's too heavy. It's too negative. It's too dark. So those are your overall energies. Let's get into your tarot, okay? Using the Radiant Wise Spirit deck, which is Rider-Waite. Same images as Rider-Waite. It's just energy, And then you have the High Priestess in the center, that hidden. These things are hidden from you. And so you're being told, thank goodness there's, guidance. You're being told what you've been doing is not okay. Is not okay. And there is no buts. It's, what you've been doing isn't okay. What you've been sowing isn't positive or related to your purpose and fruit. And some of you, it's just as simple as accepting people that aren't for you. Like, some of you aren't doing wrong to anyone, but you surround yourself around the wrong people. This is very much never been this literal, but some of you are married to people that have little or no respect for you, and or care or concern, but because they say the words, you're still allowing this situation with them to continue. And so you're in this dead season, and you're crying, and you're freaking out and you're desperate, and I feel fear, and I feel confusion, and I feel frustration, depression. Some people want to give up. Some of you want to give up. And really, fuck that shit. You have the power to change this. Are you that prideful and egoic that you can't just go within and say, let me cut the shit? I know we all have things to work on within ourselves. We all have things we need to face and sift through. If you are too arrogant and you want to victimize yourself because you just don't want to look at yourself, click out. Click out, because this video is instruction on how to get to that wholeness, that place of achieving, that place of getting out of the darkness, that place of pulling yourself out of this pit. If you're not here to do that and you just want to listen and hope I tell you something without you being accountable, bye-bye. Bye-bye. There are plenty of readers around here that will feed you that bullshit. I'm not one of them. That's not how Source is channeling this through. It would never come through that way that, oh, you get to stay fucked up and I'm going to give you whatever you want. That's just not even, I don't know what energy they be tapping into. That's not divine Source. That's not creator energy. Divine feminine would not do that. So if you're ready and you don't know what to do, or you worried about judgment or what that looks like, hang in there. Don't click out. Stick around for a little bit longer. But this is surrounding, this is all pointing at you and you needing to do some inner work, some shadow work. And it's that simple. Ooh, where did that come from? Because that was like a scolding from a parent, right? Like, get out of my face. Like when, you know, somebody just on something, you're like, get out of my face. Like, that's what that felt like. No apologies. All praises. Yep. Okay. Clarification on this moon, high priestess, and death. Okay. Is this card stuck to another card? Yep. Somebody done wet my cards and didn't tell me. Ooh. So this is the first card. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse. Hermit. Six of Wands. This is about feeling a loss of security financially, feeling like no one cares, feeling like you're not protected, feeling like you're not thought about, no one's concerned with you, just feeling like you're losing things. Your life is spiraling. You're not in control of your life right now. There's that feeling. The Hermit is saying it's time for you again to spend some time alone and sit with that. Sit with it. Cry with it. Be mad with it. But all of that, those two emotions, be that with yourself. You brought yourself to this point. Even if someone is doing something to you, you have a choice. And this is divine is screaming to you, choose. Choose. Because until you do, what you really want for you is hidden. But this card also means you have the power to pull it through. Very powerful card. You have the power to make it happen. But the other aspect of this is things hidden. You can't see that. You can't grasp it. You can't put your hands on it. The change isn't happening because you're refusing yourself. You're rejecting yourself. You're rejecting your truth. You're rejecting your situation. You're rejecting your part in your situation. Here you are. You're so used to it, though. This isn't energy. This is a pattern. These aren't new situations for you. These are patterns. And you're just used to mastering the chaos, mastering being out of control, mastering the problems, mastering people against you, mastering people that really could care less, but they smile in your face. You're used to mastering it. But there's always something, because this card means there's always something. It just can't be peaceful. It's always something. Sit with that. What are these wands? What are these? What are these patterns? What are these somethings? Some of you, okay, let me put the cards down. Some of you think that if you face yourself, then you have to not respect yourself, or there's some punishment or judgment, as if you're not felt, though, like you're an energetic being. So what you're doing is sending a message out already. You're telling on yourself, and then you're pulling in more BS, because you don't have to speak a word. Not one word. How many prophets out there in ancient texts and books spoke about being silent? The message of being silent is because, I don't know if it was earth elements this came out for too. Most High is not playing today. Before you speak, you feel. There's a feeling, a vibration that is created, that flows out of you. You don't have to say a word. So your machinations, your thoughts, your schemes, your ideas, your goal, all of those things are spoken from you energetically. So you're not hiding anything. You're pushing it out before you even think about, and before you even decide if you're going to tell a truth or a lie. The truth is pushed. It is shown. The lie, the thought of the lie, all of that is already sent out as an imprint, and it's related to you and your code. So you might as well sit with it so you can fix it, versus sitting with it and always having to deal with the same old, never, ever, ever having a break or elevating. This is chaos. So the Chariot to the Magician to the Sun, it's time for you to stop trying to fight everybody and everything around you and deal with yourself. This card is about putting the sword down. It's about being real with yourself. Some of you don't want to do that. And I don't know what reward you think you're going to get for living a lie, for living falsely. But this is your reward. Ongoing violence, ongoing arguments, ongoing chaos and drama and failures. That's what you're accepting for yourself, because you just won't put the sword down. Oh, that was the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry. Same meaning, but this is the Five of Swords. I know that mean card. The Star on top of the star on the Sun to the Devil. Ooh. This is so crazy. So remember, you need to put it down. It's time for you to stop battling and really sit with yourself, right? Here you are, your wish fulfillment. Here you are, right? You want so much. You have all these visions. You envision these things, these dreams, these outcomes, and you're sowing yourself some more pattern. some more issues. You need to focus on what your vices are, your ego, what you've bound yourself to. Some of you bound yourself to people, places, and things that have not once served you and your best, but you were okay with it because they had a plan on how they were going to use you. You had a plan on how you were going to use them. Some of you, your self-esteem is so low or you need validation so bad that you're willing to team up and bind yourself to anyone, even if they're low vibrational and they don't care that your life is destroyed as long as, you know, you're mine. I hear, gimme, gimme, you're mine. Like you're a possession. They don't want to see you flourish, but they act as if they do, but they could care less if you do or don't. Like it's not a genuine cheerleader. Like I want the best for you. It's, oh, if you get it, great. If not, whatever, you know, like there's no ambition behind anything they say, and you're binding yourself to this. But here you are wanting all these things, right? You got to put some things down, man. There's some things in your life that cause you a lot of trouble with people. And you're part of it. You're a problem. So it's just who you are at this point. New beginnings. Stuck. Yep. So here you are wanting the world. You know, you have so much that you're aiming for. But you've stabbed some people in the back. You befriend the people that stab you in the back. You befriend the people that don't hold the same dreams and your values when you have values. And I mean that. So here you are, like, why hasn't my new beginning started? Why isn't this happening for me? This is the season for you to eliminate, destroy all those low vibrational ways about yourself so that you can come into a new season. And how do I know? Temperance is here. You are in a time of balancing yourself out. It's time for you to sit. And it's time for you to get this energy balanced out, these emotions balanced out, your mind balanced out. It's time for you to be righteous. All praises to the Most High. It's time for you to live righteously within self. It's time for you to connect to who you really are. Last card, you have a lot of fear. A lot of fear. And it's time for you to face your fears. This person has blindfolded themselves. Their swords are across their heart chakra. They are ready for whatever comes. Even in it without seeing, in blinding themselves, they're going to fight fear. It is time for you to sit and ask yourself what you're afraid of. Ask yourself who influences you. Ask yourself who you're trying to impress. Ask yourself if they matter. Ask yourself what you've lied about. Ask yourself what you've schemed about. Ask yourself about the people you've used. Ask yourself if you're really the victim of something or if you made a decision to stay and deal with some things and they haven't turned out in your favor. Ask. Face those fears. Face them. Face it. And come out with your new beginning. Come out reborn. Come out connected to Most High. Come out whole. And come out kicking ass and achieving what you are trying to achieve. What you're reaching for. But you first have to do this. Let's get you some self-care. the word envy is running through me. Some of you are envious of other people. Some of you have done some really shady stuff out of jealousy and envy and trying to outdo other people. When really you came in this life alone, you're going to leave it alone. The only person you should be trying to outdo is yourself. That's it. Ain't no competition. We all here, you know, dealing with this place. You have quite a few self-care cards. Chill out and watch a movie. That's spending that time alone. Be still. That was repeated. Alone time. I'm trying to tell you. Working out. Using your hands. Writing a dream journal. Some of you receive message in your dreams and you need to write it down so you don't forget. Positive affirmations. Affirming yourself. I am. Create art. Connect with your divine feminine energy. And beauty ritual. This is how you take care of your avatar, your body, treating it right. Could be warm soaks, could be massage, could be spa, could be whatever you need, but doing some sort of beauty ritual. Shaving, go shave if you need to shave. Get a haircut. Get yourself together. Sanctuary, you connected with divine. It's time for you to pull back, go off into your own space. Vision quest, you're being called into your purpose. You're being called into those hidden, what's hidden from you. You're being called to it. You're being called to it. It's yours if. So, you know, are you going to use your intuition, your power, positively shift yourself so that you can receive what you have a knowing that some things are supposed to be happening for you and they're not. And I just told you why. Blessings. That's where your blessings are going to come from, you embracing your purpose. So it's time for you to dig in and get in alignment. And also the temperance was there. So, you know, it's all in your hands. You have the power. So, okay. Follow your dreams. Nature. Getting out and taking some walks, maybe doing some grounding. Manifestation. That is your focus. If you really want those things, it's time for you to dig in. Spiritual career. You're being called to your purpose. You're being called for situations and things with more sustenance and substance. Like that surface level shit you worried about, that shit you worried about impressing people, what people think, you know, if you're the coolest, all that corny shit, like that is not what's important. What are people going to think? If people think positively of you, does it last long? If people think negatively of you, does it last long? That's two questions. It lasts about the same because people out here living their life. They don't give a damn. We busy. We don't have time, right? And then why does it impact your life? If you're in this lane, right? This is you. This is them. This is you. This is something they don't agree with. So you're going to stop here while they keep going, and you're going to stop here and be, or are you going to keep going too and go do y'all thing, right? To fulfill your life's destiny, your purpose. Y'all got to sit. I can't explain it anymore. I have to break from this. Cause it's just kind of like, there's, you know, free will, do what you're going to do. And I've channeled what needed to be channeled, but you know, rewind this and watch it again. It is that simple. Okay. Peace to y'all. Take care.